decided to make a video to show you how I'm repairing my dryer, because I have researched, and what started as what I thought was an easy project because my dryer was messed up, and I saw that there was a dryer repair kit with all of the rollers, pulley wheel, tri-rings, washers, and a belt, and it was like $30. Thought, well, you know, all I can do is it not work, and I have to get a new dryer anyway, so thought I'd give it a try. But I thought I found a video online that would help me, and it was nothing like my dryer, even though it said it was a Whirlpool Duet Dryer. So I've got my dryer apart. As you can see, it is crazy how much I had to take it apart. I didn't realize it was going to be this big of a project. And here's my shop vac that I'm about to take and get this dryer cleaned up a little bit, because as you can see, there is lint just everywhere, which probably wasn't helping things at all. But these little pulley wheels are what we're really looking to replace, and then a belt that was on the drum. So I'll be quiet and I'll start trying to install it, and then I'll show you how I put it back together, and we'll go from there. So I got that cleaned out with the shop vac. This thing's gonna be not a new dryer, but I guarantee this thing may last for a while after I get through with this. Now I'm kind of excited. This is the idler pulley. I don't think I'm gonna replace that, because to me there doesn't look to be anything wrong with it, and actually my replacement looks to be a slightly different size on my replacement part, so I'm just gonna play it safe and leave this one alone. I think I'm gonna concentrate more on these little rollers right here, because I'm gonna guess these are the culprit for my dryer problem currently. Is just very noisy, and everything I looked up basically points to these. And there's 4. I was going to show you another thing. I've had better luck using the tweezers actually than the flathead screwdriver. You can gotta take that ring and pull it back and pop it off, and that's just worked a lot better. And then cleaning out that junk, just another tip. So I encourage you to take pictures or videos or whatever you need to do of what everything looked like before you took it apart, you know, just to be sure. And we're about to put the drum back in, and we put our new belt over with the grooved side facing down onto the drum so it'll grab. And we're going to sit it on top of those rollers, the new rollers, and then we're going to try to line it up on our pulleys down there. Okay, just to let you know, when you put the belt on, place the drum down, you have to reach in here and pull up this white little lever, and the belt will come down this way and wrap around with the smooth side down, and then it wraps around the little metal piece down here, and it's a really tight squeeze to get your arm in there. So I got everything on the little pulleys, and I can kind of spin it around. Everything's fairly lined up. It's not going to be perfect till I get it all put back together. Before I start putting absolutely all the screws back in, I kind of put the front panel, kind of set it up into the grooves, just resting there, not screwed in yet, and just make sure this belt is right where it used to be. And then I'll take the inside and kind of spin, just make sure everything's lined up. So when I first started this project, I took the top off then I unscrewed these, laid that to the side. Then I ended up taking this off. Then I had to take this part off down here. Eventually figured out I actually had to take this off as well. And this panel over here. So I'm just putting it back together basically the same. First I put this panel on, put this back on, put this back on. Next I'm going to be putting this on, this on, this on, and then the top. So I've got almost this whole thing back together. I laid the lid on there. You push the lid. And then I'll put the screws in the back. And then we're gonna start this thing up. So I plugged it back in. We'll see if we, well, it looks like I plugged everything back up, thank goodness. We'll see. It still makes the same wonderful noise. Much quieter. Probably still could have used the bearings. They looked a little scratched. And something I had read said if the bearing that you put the wheel on, the little pulley wheel, if they were scratched, you were supposed to replace those as well. But not bad considering this dryer at this point is pretty old. And hopefully now that I've cleaned it out and replaced those parts, it can last quite a bit longer. Not bad for a $30 fix. So once again, I'll go over what I did. I wish I would have videoed this from the very beginning. But like I think I mentioned before, I started out thinking I had some videos to go off of and then quickly realized that my machine didn't match up with those. So I decided to make this video. Maybe it'll help someone. So I took off, let's see, the top, took off this, and took off this piece right here. Ended up having to take everything off the front, basically. The wiring, not exactly a expert at doing these repairs, so I just tried to lay this stuff to the side, only disconnect the little easy things that I knew I could. And yeah, I just hope that this video helps someone, and like it if you enjoyed it.